Hey everyone, what's going on? It is Tony from Paintball, and today I'm going to show you how to install the mechanical frame for the Luxe TM40.
Ooh, that's a pretty gun. And why? Because who's the best source for paintball?
Paintball.com.
They already know who that is. So yes, I figured I'd at least do a short video on the TM40 frame, considering this new mech frame kit only fits the TM40 for this one. Not the X, not the Ice, no other previous models. So this one is specific for the TM40, and these bad boys retail at 225 bucks. I mean, you guys, at this point, you already have a $1,600 gun. What's another $225 to make it go fully mechanical?
Cheaper than a mechanical gun.
That is true. I mean, I guess you could get something really cheap, but you already got a Luxe, so I would just stick with that. All right, so sliding the box on open, you've got your frame. Here, we're going to pull that bad boy out, set her down, and then in here, you're going to have the mechanical valve in there. And then you're going to have, I believe, this is going to be some, extra rebuild O-rings for in the future and down the road. So we'll set that stuff off to the side. First things first, before I dive into this, guys, I do want to say, take this slow. When you're putting on your mechanical frame, it's an expensive gun. Don't be forcing and jamming things in there. Take it slow. If it doesn't fit right, if it's too tight, kind of pull it back, reassess what you guys are doing, and go from there. Do not jam the frame onto the gun. If it's not fitting right, pull it back and try to refigure things out. And don't forget, go to pbswagbag.com, use our code LWP10, and save 10% off your first monthly subscription.
Oh, look at him sneaking that plug in.
Yeah, you know, shameless plugs. All right, so first off, I really like the fact that this is completely toolless here. You'll notice this front slide up here, and then as I pull the bolt out, set that off to the side, you're going to have this snap lever in the back. So you're going to need the front slide. We're going to take that and move it backwards. Slide that. And then back here, you're going to take your thumb or whatever you're comfortable with, and this marks up top. You can see this black lever is going to go up and forward. So we're going to push that up and take that forward. And then simply your frame is going to come right off the gun. So once again, you got the front slide up here, and then that lever is going to go up and forward. 2 steps to get the frame off the gun. Let's go here to the solenoid landmark. This is the very important part. This purple lever you can see there, you're going to need to slide that down and take the solenoid out. So it should come up easily. Put that back into a bag or a safe spot. Obviously this piece is very important. So we'll set that off to the side, and now this is what you're going to be looking at once this lever came down and it's laying flat. Now you're going to need this piece. So I'm going to set that down for a second. Scoot this out. Like I said, guys, go slow and make sure everything is lined up. There are 2 holes on this mechanical valve here. So those are going to be facing the front of the gun to obviously match up with, if Mark can get in there, those 2 little O-rings that you're going to be able to see there. So those 2 holes, those O-rings are going to seal that. And then this top, there's a, let me know if you can see this, Mark. See that metal lever?
Yeah.
That's going to be up. So that's going to be up and it's going to lock into position here. So 2 holes forward towards the front of the gun. We're going to set that bad boy in there. Like I said, go slow. I like to press and make sure everything is going to be locked and in place here. Let me get this up a little bit. So that's going to lock in. So once you get that piece, you're forward, everything's good to go there. You're going to take that purple lever and lock it back in just how you unlocked it to get the other solenoid out. You're going to throw that in and make sure it's locked in place.
Was there a lot of resistance putting that lever back up so people know how hard they should be pushing?
Not really, to be completely honest. Like I said, that's where you go slow. If it doesn't feel right, sometimes if you don't have it in the correct position, it is going to grind a little bit. So kind of hold that mechanical valve down while you're flipping that lever up. And then your frame, once this purple piece is completely vertical, your frame should just start from the back and simply slide right on. I always like to do the back latch first, lock it back into the locked downward position, and then sliding your lever in here back forward to lock that back in. And then you're ready to rock, man. Slide your bolt in and you are now fully mechanical.
All right, you said the back end of the frame goes in first and then the front.
I mean, you can kind of keep it level, but I like to do kind of the back end tilted a little bit first to line up the holes that are in there, and then the front just slides on super easy. Okay. And now you have a mechanical Luxe. $225, guys, available on the website right now. We do have tons of these TM40s in stock. This one right here, the white with the gold, is a part swap by us. We have tons and tons of other part swaps as well. We do them all. We got purple and gold. We've got here kind of like a little Superman. We've got the red with the blue. All available on the website. That is lonewoolpaintball.com. If you guys have any other tips or questions, throw them in the comments below. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and all that good stuff.
Sir,
Yeah.
can I request that you put the electronic frame back on camera so we can see how the solenoid on that lines up again?
Sure. Can do
Just
that.
so we have reference. So you took the bolt out, flipped the back latch first, front latch second,
Yep.
frame off, purple latch down, pull out the mechanical solenoid, or is it still called a solenoid when it's
I think that they
mechanical?
call it a mechanical valve at that point, but you know, you got holes on here. Make sure the air holes are lined up with the O-rings that are going to go in there. We're going to slide that back into position, and we're going to lock this bad boy up. Let me need a little gravity to help here.
Was there any gaskets or anything I got to worry about falling off?
Those two O-rings that you saw in there, Mark, not the end of the deal, not the end of the world, but there's two little O-rings on that gold piece that's you've already shown on camera that could potentially come out. If they do, just kind of put them right back in their slot. And then purple lever was down, solenoid, lock it back in, and then throw your original frame right back on.
One more, maybe a dumb question.
Go ahead.
Should I be adding any oil or lubrication to this when I do it?
If anything, you're going to be using a little bit of grease, depending on how many times you swap back and forth from electronic to mechanical. I would recommend a little bit of grease on those tiny O-rings, like a little bit, just barely anything, just to keep them lubricated. Other than that, though, there's not too many worries about that. So here it is, back together with the electronic frame. Slide that bolt right on back in, and it's pretty quick, simple. Slide the bolt out, undo the front latch, undo the back latch, and then you're off to the races with that. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, like I said, follow us TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. And until next time, we will see you guys later.
Bye-bye.